So when you're ready to turn in your work, this is how you can export it. There's 3 different ways that I'm going to ask you to export things, potentially. So when you are ready, you're going to go to export. You're going to make sure your scale is going to start out as 1. For me, you're going to want to make it 10 so that it doesn't come in like teeny little tiny and it's hard for me to see. When we export it for the game, we're not going to make it a scale of 10. But just for me, make it a scale of 10 so I can see it. It usually comes in on the GIF tab. You want to click the PNG tab, and you're going to select whichever frame you like the best, and then you're going to select download single frame. So selected frame export, download single frame as a PNG. When you do that, it's going to save it to your downloads folder, and then you will be able to turn that in. The second way I'm going to ask you to save this is as an animated GIF so that I can see the action. If you go into export, make sure the scale is still 10. For me, again, when we save this for a game, pay attention to what your scale is, whatever we decide is a good scale for the game. And then this time, you're going to click on the GIF tab, leave loop repeatedly on so it just keeps playing. And then we're going to download as an animated GIF, so the download button. And again, it's going to save to your downloads folder and you can turn that in. The last way is you don't need to do this for me unless you are doing a sprite sheet or a tile sheet. So if you go into export and click on PNG, there is a way to export what's called a sprite sheet, which is just all your tiles in kind of like a row. And this is good for if you design a background, like a bunch of tiles for a background, that's how you would import it. And when we import our animated sprites into the game, you will want to do a sprite sheet export because that's how the game understands how to deal with animation. So I'm going to go ahead, you can choose the rows and columns. Right now that doesn't matter for us. And then again, if you're doing this for me, make sure your scale is 10 and click download. And then that will also go to your downloads folder. And you can turn that in. Okay, that is it.